Hi, Jerry.
Hello.
Yeah, so this is hot off the heels of the other video that I recorded. So not the one in between these, but the one that I recorded. This is Cecilia Atwater. This is my Whimsicott character.
She's more like Cecilia at black screen right now, but yes.
What?
No.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes. She's brave nature?
Huh.
Since when? Okay, that's news to me.
Good.
Good. Okay. No, I was messing with her nature a lot. I think I gave her brave because like it we didn't have anybody that had that,
She's
and I wasn't.
Little toaster.
And she's a brave little toaster. Okay, so she's a Whimsicott. She's 16. She has Prankster. She's brave and alert to sounds. She has Fairy Wind, Hurricane, Moonblast, Tailwind, and Seed Bomb. A lot of my characters have Seed Bomb. She goes to Ryko House. Yeah. She's 5'7". So she's tall for a woman in the story. Or at least our girls. They're all like midgets. Yours?
I have a number that are.
But mine are all fucking midgets. I don't know why. Her date of birth is July 2nd, and her blood type's A. She takes science, environment, health, history, math, English, FCS, math, music, battling, and gym. She's never seen this character before, has she? So I kind of have to.
Yeah, Cecilia is actually the first character that you've covered that
she hasn't seen before.
That is a character that Sherry has not
seen or
okay.
So really quickly, I want to get off the bat. She's blind. She's completely blind. In fact, I don't even think she can see light. Like if you have a light on in front, I don't even think she can see that. I know that's not normal, but like that's just easier.
Maybe I don't know.
I've never actually. I don't know. Yeah, no, but the point is that she can't fucking see anything. The silver eyes are A, to accentuate her blindness, and B, like, hereditary. Her father and her siblings all have the silver eyes because I thought it looked cool. Whimsicott normally has yellow eyes.
Yeah,
but I wanted silver for her to really make sure that when you look at her, you know that she's blind.
I'm gonna say this, and I think she doesn't have any pupils.
No, she doesn't have any pupils, and if you were to draw her, she would not have pupils.
Which is the sign of blindness that I worked.
Yeah, here I'll kind of show that off really quickly. Just so you're absolutely sure. Hold on, let me make sure.
No, I can see it from here. But
you can see it from here? Yeah, I just want to make sure. Hold on.
You can zoom in on that too.
Where? There you go. And Ryko, and then Cecilia Atwater.
Should have picked the new one. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
That's like perfect. So you can just kind of see that there.
Yeah, they are there, but they're like
not colored in. Yeah. I think when she drew the comic with her and Vivi, that was the case. I think Terry does know that she's blind. Yeah, no, I think she's blind at least. Yeah, no. So I think she got the memo that she doesn't have
I will
pupils.
Check yeah, I'm pretty sure that she.
So if you were to draw her, then that's how her eyes are rendered.
Detailed and noted.
Yes. Note that in the sprite there, she had like a green headband. We eventually got rid of that because it kind of looked like the horns were attached to it, and they're not. So that's why we just got rid of it because it was visually confusing.
Yeah. No, you just
want me to keep going? Okay. Keep going. Yeah, so that's one thing I wanted to get off the bat right away, is that Whimsicott's eyes are normally yellow, but hers are not, and it was a stylistic choice, and then I ended up just making it like a thing she has just hereditary-wise.
Yeah, no, she got it.
Yeah, okay, good.
Look, it's like here. With things, and then here.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, because I'm like, I think she already got the memo about that, yeah. Yeah. And about the...
In fact, I think the whole comic was about her being blind, so yes.
Well, no, I know she knows that she's blind, but I wasn't sure if she knew about the quirk about drawing her eyes.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
which was what, because I'm a stickler for that kind of shit.
Okay.
I will tell you for drawing my characters wrong. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
How dare you?
Yeah, no. And the other thing is that she is blind, but being a Whimsicott, she has control over like wind, and so she generates this constant kind of current of air all around her. So she is, technically speaking, extremely is it nearsighted?
I don't know which one's which.
Whatever is the one that means that you can only see immediately in front of you.
See, I don't have glasses. So
I don't remember. It's one of the two. I don't remember, but it's the one that she can only see like kind of maybe like a 2-foot radius around her, if even that. And through that she can sense like silhouettes and kind of clothes, kind of hairstyle, but she can't see like color or specifics or faces or anything, like none of that. But she can, like, you know, see kind of objects around her, and she's in trouble over herself. That's why she doesn't have one of those seeing canes.
Yeah.
Like one of those things, like she doesn't have that because she doesn't need it. Okay, so Cecilia is yes, Cecilia is the mature and sensible big sister type. She is very much she acts like a mom. Yeah. Like she acts and talks like a 40-year-old mother.
She really does.
Like she's very very refined and very nice, and she'll make you tea, and she'll make sure you're getting to bed on time and that kind of shit. You know, very motherly. Very motherly is the way that she is. And that's her goal, is to kind of be somebody to depend on and to rely on, and she likes being that person that people go to for help. So that being said, she's a very strong and independent type, and because of the way she wants people to see her, she doesn't like asking people for help at all, especially adults, especially. So, like, her peers, maybe she'll be like, hey, can you do this and that? Or, like, can you help me with this? Especially with stuff relating to her blindness. Like, she knows she can't do everything. So if she's like, hey, can you help me do this, that, and the third? That's fine. But anything more than that, she will rarely ask other people for help with, especially adults. Like, I want to just, like, she doesn't trust adults. She has 2 little half-sisters named Cadence and Callista. And her father and stepmother are a Whimsicott, and her father's a Whimsicott named Cedric, and her stepmother, is a Blossom named Clover. And they run the amusement park in Nimbasa City, and I don't know if this is relevant at all, but that also kind of links into the gym that's there. I don't know if that's like a tournament, place for tournaments, or if that's like anything. I don't know what the gyms are, because it just kind of depends from city to city.
I think it's mostly like that one. I'd mostly say is just like kind of like a part of the amusement. I don't know about that one.
No, because we've never really gone into that, but that also kind of is related.
We've never really gone into gyms and what they are.
Yeah, because sometimes they translate into contest halls, and sometimes they translate into other things. Sometimes they're arenas, you know.
Yeah, it just kind of depends on.
It just kind of depends.
But since the mouse already has other arenas, like that gym didn't need to get repurposed into something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So we've genuinely never had to think about it.
No.
She lives in Driftville City, and she neighbors Candace, and she's a childhood friend of Candace and Burgundy. There's a lot that's not covered in here. Yeah, so Cecilia is lifelong friends with Candace and Burgundy. They met when they were like 4.
Yeah.
Like literally they were like 4. And she was...
I didn't describe this incident.
Oh, you didn't?
No, so you can. If you want to.
The one where they were older?
No, the one where they were younger.
Oh, where they were younger?
Like, I don't want. I didn't describe.
Okay, yeah, that's cute.
Because I figured it would be safer for
so they met at, like, this, like, dinner party thing. All the adults were there. And Candace and Burgundy, I think, met first, and they were kind of talking. You know, they were 4-year-olds. What do 4-year-olds talk about? And then Cecilia comes over, and Cecilia's like, I am going to sit at the head of the table because I'm blind and I can't see. And at this point, she had a seeing cane because she hadn't mastered her wind yet. So she's like, well, I need to sit at the head of the table because that's easier for me or something. I don't remember.
She's a child, she wouldn't have done the thing yet.
No, she's 4 again. Yeah. Like, she's very little, so she wouldn't have mastered her seeing wind yet.
I think they might have been, like, slightly older.
Maybe like 5 or 6. But still, the point still stands is that she would have a cane at this point.
Actually, no, I think they were that age.
They were little is the point. Very, very little, elementary school age. And Candace was sitting at the head of the table currently at that point, and Candace is like, but I'm sitting here because my daddy is running the party here, and so therefore I'm important. I'm going to sit here. And Cecilia's like, but my father talked to your father, and they both said that I could sit here. It would be better for me if I could do that. So if I have to get up and do stuff, then I can just sit back down again. And then Candace is like, no, we're not going to do that. And they have this big explosive fight. Like, this is how they meet. They fight really badly. I think they ended up sharing the chair.
They had to end up sharing the chair.
Yes.
Because neither one wanted to give up.
Like, they were fighting, and eventually the parents were directed to the fight, and it was it's pretty spectacular. But yes, that's how they met, and that kind of exemplifies their entire relationship. Burgundy just kind of being a bystander while Cecilia and Candace butt heads.
But in the end, do get along.
Yeah, they're very, very good friends, but they kind of they're both very stubborn.
Yeah.
But they love each other. And that's how they met, and they were in contact with each other like near daily until I think, oh my god, how old was Cecilia? Like 13? Something like that. She was like 13 or so, and she lost contact with them for a while, and didn't end up reconnecting with Burgundy, but did reconnect with Candace, and they have been talking since, and she has not spoken to Burgundy since she was like 12 or 13.
Yeah.
So that's that. And then as for her parents, she has a very good relationship with her father, Cedric. I will talk more specifically about the parents in a second. I want to talk about her relationship with her parents first, like the relationship specifically. Yeah. She very much loves her dad, even though she knows he's a fucking idiot, but, you know, what are you going to do?
He's still her dad.
No, he's still very, very, very good to her and his daughters. Like, I do want to make that very clear that he's a very good father. He's a moron, but he's a good father. He really loves his kids. And she gets along very well with her siblings also, her little sisters.
Half siblings.
Yeah, half siblings. Yeah. I always get, if I say step by accident, that's because, like, I always get them too confused. They're half.
They are half. They all share the same father.
Yeah, Cedric's their dad. All of their dad.
Their collective dad.
Yes. Callista Cadence is like, I want to say like 9 or 10, and Callista, I want to say, is like 5 or 6. So there's age gaps between all of them. Is my point. But one's like a kid
because they're all from different
mothers.
Yeah.
They're all from different mothers, so that's kind of why there's that age gap. So Cadence is like a kid, and then Callista's like a little kid, is the point. And then back to Clover. Clover is a good woman. She's a very nice woman, very good woman. She raises Cedric's kids as if they were her own. But Cecilia very much holds Clover at kind of arm's length. She doesn't and isn't and won't let herself like get close to her at all. No. So
and knowing what was discussed in the video before this,
you kind of get it.
You kind of get why.
Yeah, she's
seen this one before.
Yeah, she's just waiting for the day when Clover just kind of, like turns. She's waiting for it. And spoiler alert, that's probably not going to happen. But,
It's definitely not going to happen.
It's definitely not going to happen. But, that's kind of why she won't let herself get close to her, and it kind of links into her distrust of adults. So that's kind of that. So yeah, no, Clover is good, but Cecilia doesn't like Clover and will use any and every opportunity to like kind of speak badly of her and distrust her and kind of be like, oh, like roll her eyes kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't treat her very well at all.
No.
And then that leads into the parents themselves, and if I remember which button is which, I don't remember which button is which.
I think.
It's this one?
I think so.
No, I think it's this one.
Okay, well then do that one.
I don't remember.
Do that one.
Nope. It's this one.
Yeah.
Okay,
see, I was right.
Okay, you're always right.
Don't listen to me.
Yeah, no, you're always right. Okay, so let's specifically talk about the parents. Okay, so Cedric Clinton is 41 and he's a whimsicott. He's naive and impetuous and silly. He's a very nice guy, but he's very stupid. What he lacks in smarts, he has in good intentions. He's a little too nice, a little too trusting, you know. He gets taken advantage of extremely easily because of those things. Yeah, and he has bad luck with women. I just don't know what it is. They all seem to leave him.
Yeah. Interesting thing to note is that all of his daughters have his, at that time, wife's last name.
Yes. So that is why they do not share. That's why his name is Cedric Clinton and her name is Cecilia Atwater, because the children have their mother's last names, and don't ask me why. I don't know. I guess it's as a gesture. I have no idea. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, her and her sisters all have different last names. But yeah, Clover is his fourth wife.
Yeah, I was actually not sure if she was literally the fourth or if there was like a fifth somewhere that just didn't.
No, she's the.
There was no kid there. It's just like there was. But there was a fifth.
Imagine if she was his fifth wife. Jesus Christ. He has been married to Clover for over 5 years.
Which is a lot.
That's a lot for him, honestly. That's a hell of a lot. He, like I said before, owns the amusement park in Nimbasa City. He's best friends with Bradford, and he lives next door to him.
We all certainly went. I certainly went over Bradford.
Yeah. He lives in Driftfield, but he grew up in Flacessi Town, so that means he's got like this really thick Southern accent because like that's like a farm town, and so he just gets his accent from
farm town means you get a
really thick accent.
A really thick accent.
Yes. Flacessi Town, I don't know, Salashian, that kind of shit. Yes,
See, what's her name?
Oh, Felicity.
Yes.
Felicity's from Salashian, and that's why she's got that really thick accent. Yeah. So yeah, he's Southern gentleman, but it doesn't seem to keep the ladies around. He doesn't know why.
No.
He's got no idea.
I guess he just doesn't understand the ladies.
No. And as for her stepmom, Clover Ridley is 42 and she's a blossom. She's gentle and highly persistent. She's soft-spoken, patient, and sweet, and just got a lot of determination. She's very gentle and just, kind of a natural mom. She has no kids, but, that doesn't... Cedric's kids are her kids, basically. She's very patient with Cecilia. She understands why Cecilia is so standoffish with her. Like, she doesn't... Even to this day, she really doesn't expect Cecilia to come around.
She kind of wishes that she did, but she doesn't.
But yeah, no, she doesn't expect it. Like, she wishes it, but she gets it. She's definitely got more brain cells between her and Cedric. She's definitely got she's got the brain between the two.
It's not very hard, but yeah.
Yeah. And she kind of comes from an extremely not notable background. I'm not sure what it is, but she's just kind of a person. So she has a little trouble kind of fitting in with Cedric's friends who are all like rich and weird and kind of like
they're most of them are kind of eccentric, weird.
So she's really like the straight man kind of to her other friends who are all fucking insane.
Yeah, basically.
So she has a lot of trouble she still has a lot of trouble kind of trying to fit in because she really sticks out because again she's very normal.
Sticks out.
Yeah. Lol.
That's right, better keep sticks out.
Yeah, no.
Don't let him in.
Did I get everything?
I think so.
I think so, yeah. Funny thing about Clover, this couldn't possibly be how she got her name, but she's a blossom, and so I was like, well, like, I want to give her the name Clover, but, like, blossom doesn't have, like, its petals aren't green, so I was like, well, what if, like, it was, like, she had, like, the flowers, but it was, like, 4 green leaves as opposed to like the red and yellow. But I was like, but how the hell did she get that name?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because she would have been born oddish.
Yeah. But
I don't know. I just think that's funny. Because she does have that. Because I'm like, that's cute. But like, I don't know. I just think that's funny. Because I thought about it and I'm like, shit.
Wait, when you said like how she got that name, for half a minute, I was thinking you were gonna explain to me that she was secretly a giant purple space dragon. But
Har, har, har. Yes, because her last name is Ridley. Yes, yes, yes.
Clover's too big for Smash.
She's too big for Smash. Okay. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, no, I think I basically got everything.
I think you got it.
Yeah. No. I like Cecilia. She's a good character.
Yes.
She's probably one of my favorites. She's very she was the first one that I added after my initial caster Kelly Alicia. So she was like the first kind of original quote unquote OC.
Yeah, because we made her alongside her
Roommate.
Yes.
So we'll be getting to her eventually. But yeah, no, that's that. So see you guy, Cherry, for the next video.
Who is a guy, apparently.
Yeah, see you later, sis. Okay, yep.
Bye.
Bye.